Game Changer Sports Talk, in the Street Sports Podcast with the host DeeTrynt. What's really good? All right, so, August 27th, 2021, Friday. It's a gloomy day out here in Florida, but I ain't from Florida. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the land, 216, Cleveland, all in. You feel me? Browns, Cavs, and Guardians. You feel me? Ohio State Buckeyes. You feel me? This is what I represent. You know what I'm saying? But I got to be realistic about the sports world, and that's why I come on this podcast to talk to you all, right? So we can have some real discussions about real scenarios and things that should be transpired, or things that's not highlighted that's gonna get highlighted because we just kind of overlook some of the small details in life. So today, my Cavaliers, man. All right. Kobe Altman has been under so much scrutiny, you know, and I'm in defense of Kobe because I am anti Dan Gilbert. Um, I just feel like Dan Gilbert does what the Haslam's used to do before they started to understand. You know what I'm saying? Now I give John Dorsey. I wasn't high on General Manager John Dorsey when he was here for the Browns, but he did leave a nice impact, and I believe he taught the Haslam something about allowing football guys to run the football team. You know what I mean? Sometimes, as the owner, you want to be so hands on, but you only as good as your weakest link. So the people around you, those are those are the ones who empower you and help you, take things to the next level. All right. So Kobe Altman, you know, I feel like he's done a damn good job. When he took over, we had nothing. We had nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay? He took everything. LeBron took everything. Him and Dan Griffin, all right? We had no cap space. We had a bunch of old contracts. We had nothing. They put Kobe Altman in there and just like, oh, bro, you could take over now. But guess what he did, though? They mad at him about the Kyrie move. Oh, the Kyrie move, da 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 da. All right, he got back a couple round picks, second round pick, a first round pick. You feel me? He got Isaiah Thomas, he got Jim Crowder. You feel me? All right. Then he ended up kind of turning. We already had Clarkson. All right. You know what I'm saying? We had Clarkson and Nance. We had who else we had? Nobody. That's why I can't remember. We ain't really had nothing. But guess what? He picked up Sexton. Then he picked up Garland. Okay? Then he made the move for Drummond. All right? Drummond wasn't a significant guy because Drummond wasn't in the headspace to play with the team. But out of that, he got rid of Dante Exum contract. He got rid of Brandon Knight contract, which was two heavy contracts for like 12 and 17 million a year. So you combine those two players into one contract. All right. Drummond time here wasn't bad. He actually was a good help because Love was out. So Garland and Saxton coming off the pandemic year got to actually play with a real big man. You know what I'm saying? Now, Drummond ain't the greatest big man in the world, but he's a real big man. You see what I'm saying? And he was able to show them some things and do some things, and they was able to play. and really make some impact. All right, boom, you had to buy Drummond out and all that. Okay, but in between that, guess what he did though? Well, he got Torian Prince over here. All right, he got Jared Allen over here. Then he kept Jared Allen. All right, he had to trade KPJ, but if anybody know anything about that situation, KPJ brought that on himself. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not about to sit here and condemn that man. You know what I'm saying? For making the move he made. His hand was forced. Now, do you think he could have got a better deal? Maybe, but you got to understand that them protections only really lock if KPJ stay on the team. Now he looked like he gonna love staying in Houston. Maybe Houston is a better city and a better environment for his attitude and how he want to live. Because you got to consider that with players, man. It ain't just about where you play ball; it's about how they want to live and where they want to live, and where playing ball and the environment that they live in allows them to do what they want to do. Personally, business wise, family wise, like all that stuff plays into account, even with the money. So, but Kobe Altman though, he drafted Coro, all right. He just drafted Mobley, turned Torian Prince into Ricky Rubio. Yeah, you gotta pay Ricky Rubio 17 million, but that 17 million is an expiring contract after this year. You feel me? So he gonna come in as an experienced facilitator that's gonna help Garland and Saxton. You got two trees down there, and then you got a wing and a Coro who can develop into something awesome and spectacular on the two-way side. All right, so I don't understand why people are mad at Kobe Altman. But now, let me tell you what Kobe Altman did today. All right, I left out a couple players. All right, we had Larry Nance. All right, Chetty Osman, a pick that we got back when we got Anthony Bennett. All right, we still got Damian Dotson. We got young guys on this team that actually can fit around a solid rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like a solid rotation in the NBA is like 8 players. All right, because in the playoffs, that's really what they break it down to, like 8 players. And depending on how good them 8 players is or how they play in the clutch, you might break it down to 6. All right, boom, boom, boom. But 8 players is really what your rotation you want it to be. All right, so looking at the Cavs, all right, they 8 players of rotation that they was looking at before today's move that we're gonna get into was Garland at the point, Sexton at the 2, Coro at the 3, Evan Mobley at the 4, Jared Allen at the 5. Then you got after the Torian Prince move a month ago, or a little over a month ago. Then you got Ricky Rubio as your backup point guard. You got Chetty Osman as the backup wing. You got Dylan Windler as the backup wing. You got Damian Dawson as the backup wing. All right, and you got Lamar Stevens as the backup wing. All right. Then you got Larry Nance, Kevin Love. You got Dean Wade, I think Dean Wade like 25. He been with the team going on like his 3rd year, but he, man, he like a poor man Kevin Love on the low though. You know what I'm saying? 6'9", I think. Like he like 6'9". You know what I'm saying? But he can shoot. You know what I'm saying? But right now he ain't really, begging for no starting role right now. He'd be a good rotation piece on the money saving side. You got to get Kobe Altman credit for getting these little pieces until he was getting in a position to get the pieces that he really, really want to have. All right. So you got Lamar Stevens. Lamar Stevens been balling. I said Lamar Stevens was balling last year. You know what I'm saying? In his little debuts and his few little things he did during the games he got in junk time or where he had to fill in for injury or whatever the case. Now in this past summer league, he went off even more. You feel what I'm saying? So all right, now you got Mufunga. I can't say his whole name, but Mufunga. And he like 6'9", but he remind me of like a Tristan Thompson, like a poor man Tristan Thompson, double T. But Mufunga actually got a little jumper that he like to use, a little post move with a hook shot, or post move with a little turnaround. So, him, Dean Wade, Lamar Stevens, as rotation, fill in pick up minutes, back of the end roster guys, young guys that can grow. That's perfect. That's ideal. You know what I'm saying? Then these guys been with your system for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Or going on a couple years. So it's not like they new to the environment. Okay, boom. Who new to the environment? Ricky Rubio new to the environment. Evan Mobley new to the environment. You can't say Jared Allen new because he's been there for at least half a season and re-signed him. He'd already built a rapport with the team. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Osmond been there, so you already know Teddy. You know what I'm saying? Windler been there. All right, so now you got continuity. You got some type of foundation of synergy that you might be able to build off of. You know, bringing in a veteran guy like Rubio don't really hurt nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna adapt, but he gonna help. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna come off the books at the end of the year. You gotta pay Sexton. All right, so that 17 million coming back off the books gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be more money to pay. Garland gonna come off till the following season, till the end of next season, which is the same time Love contract is expiring. So that's 30 million back to the good. You feel what I'm saying? So people be talking about Cavs situation and all that. Like you ain't understanding what Kobe Altman did. You know what I'm saying? He basically did what we credit Sashi Brown for doing. You feel what I'm saying? With the Browns before John Dorsey took over, and then before Kevin Stefanski took over. But he done did all three of their jobs just by himself. You got to give Kobe Altman credit, bro. And happy late birthday to Kobe. No, I wasn't Kobe birthday. It was Kobe Bryant birthday. I was tripping because I remember I was like, I know they birthdays ain't on the same day, you know. But shout out to the Mamba, man. I genuinely miss the Mamba, bro. Man, the Mamba right now would be helping educate these young cats, man. He'll really be helping bolster the quality of the game, really teaching these guys. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Mamba. You know what I'm saying? Rest of him, Princess Gianna. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe then did his thing. Man. Kobe Altman, Mr. Altman. You know what I'm saying? Cavs general manager. You know what I'm saying? Going on what? I think it's like his fifth season. Fifth season as general manager for the fifth season. Fourth. Sexton. No, fifth. All right. Because he had a season in Sexton, Garland, and Okoro. All right, so fourth going into his fifth. You know what I'm saying? But so he did all three of what the Browns needed three general managers to do. He done virtually did himself in virtually the same time span. It's basically what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? And now today, it's why we here. You know what I'm saying? I done did all the lead in, but that's why we here. Breaking news. All right. You probably didn't already heard, but let me reiterate for you. Three-way trade. Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Bulls, Portland Trailblazers. Now, what's crazy is Cleveland and Chicago been linked to trades since last season. You know what I'm saying? When we took the core, and there was talks of the Cavs might be trying to get Levine. All right, and then Chicago made the moves they made. And then they got Vucevic over there, and they just brought in Ball, Lonzo Ball, and DeMar DeRozan, and they drafted Patrick Wood. So they cool, all right. Lauri Markkanen been an issue in their front court rotation because they had him with Wendell Carter Jr. You know what I'm saying? And they traded him. They traded Thaddeus Young. You know what I'm saying? And Markkanen wanted an extension, but he ain't really a starter. But he don't fit what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But Lauri Markkanen is a 7 foot shooter. You know what I'm saying? He don't come off to me as the most athletic. I watch more tape. I ain't really been in depth with him. But he got a little something to him though. But he got an offensive game that he can shoot. You know what I'm saying? He got some post moves. He can do some things. He may not be that strong. But or in the right system around the right guys that's gonna push you, he'd be all right. Lauri Markkanen, like 24. You know what I'm saying? Um, the Cavs, as I've been saying, they've been building, trying to get what they need, build around their team. they got pressure from Dan Gilbert, to be contending this year. Now, in all fairness, I don't have a problem with Dan Gilbert saying he want to see them do better this year. You know what I'm saying? The last 3 years, it's only been 22 wins virtually every year. You know what I'm saying? So we do need to see something more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with him lighting a fire under Kobe Altman, but he shouldn't be threatening to fire him because he don't have a track record and he don't got the lead rate as an owner to be making those type of demands. You know what I'm saying? You've never been successful without LeBron on your franchise as an owner. So you need to prove something too. You, Dan Gilbert, need to show some loyalty, you know what I'm saying, and some patience. You feel what I'm saying? For somebody else having to basically take the downfall or, you know what I'm saying, whatever for your decisions or demands that you said that ain't been publicized. You feel what I'm saying? So, so Kobe trying to make some moves, all right? Portland, they got their situation with Dame, they got CJ, they had Melo left. You know what I'm saying? They re-signed Norman Powell, who they got in trade when they traded Gary Trent to Toronto. You know what I'm saying? They still got Enes Kanter, they got Nurkic. You know what I'm saying? They got Zach Collins. No, Zach Collins went to San Antonio Spurs. They brought some, but they still got Robert Covington. They got Anthony Simons. All right, but but Portland, for how Damian Lillard plays, how CJ McCullough plays, like it's not like they don't got nothing, but they don't already like Robert Covington is a good piece around them, right? Derrick Jones Jr. is a good piece around them, but he don't rebound good enough. Like Robert Covington don't got a rebound because he's literally a 3-and-D guy. Like he gonna hit open shots and he gonna play good defense. Robert Covington still only like 28 or 29. He a G League star. And to be honest, Robert Covington is one of the prime reasons why G League players is getting more time in the NBA. Robert Covington, a former G League MVP, they came up to the league and showed out. And was that Minnesota first? Showed out. You feel me? And at 6'8", 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, can shoot, run the floor, play D, catch oops. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the most athletic, but as a three that fit with Lillard and McCullough, it's not a bad move. Nurk is a good big man with them, but Nurk is just stay injured, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he stay healthy, ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? Zach Collins was a good fit, but you got Norman Powell, and Norman Powell cool. But Norman Powell, he could play the three, even though Norman Powell, maybe a two guard for real. He a wing though for sure. And in today's NBA, size don't really matter. It's all about effort to play, which side know how it should be. You know what I'm saying? If you could play, you could play. So play. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad we starting to get back to some semblance of that. And I feel like the super teams is fueling that. But anyway, so Portland, Chicago, Cleveland, all right, they all out here trying to make moves. Today, earlier today, or late last night, or however it is when they finalized that talk, but they made it public, they agreed to a three-team trade that will send Lauri Markkanen from the Bulls to the Cavs. That'll send Derrick Jones Jr. from Portland to the Bulls. And then that'll send Larry Nance from the Cavs to Portland. What? What? Also in this trade, the Chicago Bulls will receive a future protected first round pick and a Cavs second round pick that they got from Denver in the trade. All right. Might be the trade when they got JaVale McGee or something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they called Kobe Altman the king of the second round draft pick. I gotta give him credit though. That's not a bad. I think that's a compliment. Because bro, for real, he got KPJ with them second round draft picks. You know what I'm saying? He was able to move JaVale, get something for JaVale. Like Kobe been making moves, bro. But I like this trade for all three teams. For one, Larry Nance is a starter. All right, he is a love. Will always be loved. Always will be a Cleveland Cavalier, a Cleveland, a Ohioan. All right, this guy, his father's a national, state icon here. You know what I'm saying? He grew up here. All right, he played here. He's involved in the community heavy. He love Cleveland. Nance, we love you too, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I want you to know that, bro. Cleveland love you, bro. But we also understand that you deserve a place. You like 27, bro. You deserve to be contending. You deserve to be starting and earning big money. And for what we have here at the Cavs, even though you instrumental here, like your impact will never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's all business and it's still all love. But you get to go to Portland now. And I'm going to start with Larry Nance first on this end of the trade. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go to Portland now. So now you got Damian Lillard. Now, I ain't going to say this going to make Damian Lillard ecstatic. He's not jumping for joy. But this does enable them to contend a little better. All right. Derrick Jones Jr. is a high flyer. He can play a little D. He kind of got a little jumper sometimes. But outside of the high flyer and a little defense, but he's still young. I think Derrick Jones Jr. might be like 25. You know what I'm saying? I think he might even be like 24, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in Portland, it ain't all the way fit. But Larry Nance Jr. playing, he's a high flyer. He can rebound. He got a little handle. His jumper is growing. You know what I'm saying? He moved without the ball. He played all around defense. All right. He set screens. Like, bruh, Damian Lillard gonna fucking love him. Excuse my, he gonna love Nance, bruh. I promise you. And Nance still got like 2 years left on his contract. So he gonna be able to stay because Lillard still got like 4 more years left on his deal with Portland. That's how I know Portland. Portland, he get like 300 million for Portland, bro. Portland ain't sending you nowhere. You hear me? I mean, you gonna have to give up your whole franchise for him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him, bro. Listen, Kobe should have kept Kyrie. We could argue that, but I like where Kobe at now, so I ain't mad. You feel me? But so you got Lillard, McCullough, Covington gonna play the 3, Nance at the 4, and then you still got Nurkic at the 5. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Simons has gotten a lot better. His game is growing. You feel me? So he gonna be a good guard off the bench. Norman Powell probably gonna be a good guard off the bench. And to be for real, Norman Powell play defense. Out Chauncey Billups over there, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if CJ McCullough come off the bench and they run Lillard, Powell, Covington, Nance, and they might even still make a move for somebody center or something. And Nurkic might come off the bench. I mean, I don't know, but I like that move for Portland. Though. I think Portland won in this thing. Giving up a first round pick was tough, but they need the cap space that first round pick gonna take. So I understand it financially, and they in win now mode. So you shouldn't be that. It should be a late pick anyway in their eyes. That's cool. All right. Chicago, like I'm giving up Lauri Markkanen, bruh. I can't just take not nothing. You feel me? But we need to get rid of him though. All right. So they add Derrick Jones Jr. But for adding him, you still get a first round pick from Portland and a second round pick from Cleveland to add to whatever picks you got now. Especially if you I believe they had to give up picks to get Ball and DeMar DeRozan. So, you know what I'm saying? They do good getting some picks back, trading up assets, getting back some future assets. I like the trade for Portland. Then Derrick Jones Jr. gonna fill the need. He can play the wing. And the trades that Chicago did last year. They lost Chandler Hutchison. They lost, believe they lost Denzel Valentine too. Right now, the free agency. They lost Thaddeus Young. You know what I'm saying? And I'm missing another name, but they lost young guys who was playing on the wing. Now they still got Kobe White, you know what I'm saying? And Kobe White with Lonzo Ball is a nice combination off the bench. You feel me? You got Zach LaVine gonna play the two with DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? You figure Patrick Williams gonna play the four, which is what he was drafted for. You know what I'm saying? You got Vucevic that's gonna play the five. You know what I mean? And we gotta dive into their bench. I ain't dove into Chicago bench. You know, no offense, they ain't my team. I jump into their bench at another time. You feel me? But the prime time of the whole situation. And like I say, I like the move for the Bulls. You had a high flying wing that go with your up pace offense that you gonna run. You know what I'm saying? He gonna play a little D. He can get up top and at least get some blocks. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna learn to play better. He's gonna still grow his game. You get a couple draft picks for getting rid of Lauri Markkanen, that's cool. But you had to re-sign Lauri Markkanen to a 4-year, $67 million deal, and then you trade him to the Cavs. So now we back to these Cavs. As I was stating earlier, all right, you know, Love contract, he only got 2 more years. 60 million, he get 31 million this year, he get 29 million next year. That's basically how the contract works out. You know what I'm saying? All right, so virtually at the end of this year, you gotta resign Sexton. All right, so he's still gonna be 30 million, but at the end of next year, you gotta resign Garland. So Love contract will be up. But we'll get to what might happen with Love. When you get rid of Love though, Love ideally brought you something that you needed with this team, which is a big man who can rebound and stretch the floor. Love don't give you nothing on the defensive end, and Love in his 30s, so he don't give you much room to grow on the defensive end. However, getting Lauri Markkanen now virtually replaces the skill set that you're going to lose with Love whenever you lose Love. Now you got Lauri Markkanen for 4 years. You got your draft pick, Evan Mobley, for 4 years. You got Jared Allen, who you just resigned, for 5 years. So your front court is set for the next half decade. There's nothing wrong with that. Earlier I stated, you got Mufunga and you got Dean Wade as backup big men, young guys who don't take up a lot of cap space, but been in your system for a couple years. So now I ain't gonna add Love right now yet. You still got Love. So now Love is a wild card. Whatever Love provides you right now is extra. You already let Love know we ain't about to have no playing time for you. I mean, we gonna play you because you make $30 million, my nigga. We gotta play you. You feel me? Like we gotta play you. You ain't played much anyway. We gotta play you. But we ain't about to depend on you because you're not dependable. So you got Lord Market. Great. I think it's a fantastic, right? Some Cavs fans don't like it. Oh, you're paying this money, you're paying that, you're paying that. I already broke down how the money ain't gonna really influence them, right? The fact that Damian Dawson, Cedi Osman, Kevin Love all come off contract within the next 2 off seasons brings you back over brings you back about over $50 million, $55 million to be exact. Right? All the players that you need to resign, you drafted. So you got all they bird rights. So you can go over the salary cap to re-sign them if they earn the contracts that they trying to get higher in case that may shake out when the time comes. One thing I will give Dan Gilbert credit for is if we are contending, he will spend the money to keep the team. All right. Dan Griffith was just David Griffith. He was anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Kobe Altman is on the right path. All right. Now, granted, like I say, rotation wise, right? You need at least 8. All right. So Garland and Rubio are gonna play the point guard. Sexton and Chetty. All right, we're gonna say Sexton and Chetty Osman. Oh, hold on, y'all. I only fuck with these bugs, bro. I ain't listen. I'm in Florida in the jungle. You hear me? I don't even be playing around with these joints. You feel me? So, So you got Rubio and Garland playing the point. All right. You got Sexton and let's just say Chetty Osman playing the two. You got Okoro and Dylan Windler playing the three. All right. You got Mobley and Markkanen playing the four. And then you got uh, Allen. And I got paused because I don't know if I want to add Love name to this. But for right now, you got Allen and Love playing the five. In all fairness, bro, that team can contend for a playoff spot next year in the East. That's not even debatable. They can contend next year. You know what I'm saying? You break this down to the X's and O's. If you look at, you know what I'm saying, the statistics, Garland gave you what 17-7 last year. You know what I'm saying? Um, Sexton gave you 24-5, almost 24-6. You know what I'm saying? Okoro gave you what, like 9-5 and 2-1 or something, or 1-1 or some shit like that. All right, Allen gave you like 12-12. All right, but it was a shortened season and all that craziness, and while they were still young. Okay, Markkanen coming over, he gonna give you like 15-7. You feel me? And he got a little pass to him too, and I think he's gonna grow as a defender with these trees down there. Because you got little guards, your trees got a little more room to run. Like you feel me? You just need to sprinkle in some nice wings. So on a 8-man rotation though, you got the starting five, you got Rubio, you got Markkanen. Now the question is, first question is, what does this mean for Love? Cavs fans who mad about the deal, you gotta excuse my fellow Cavs fans, all right? Because if they don't understand the game of basketball and they just fans because we just loyal fans like that, that's just how we is for the city, then they don't really truly understand like how moves work and how every little piece of a deal means something, not only now but later on. You feel what I'm saying? So, what does this mean for Love? To me, this means they got some potential realistic options to move Love. Love going to the Olympics was not all a failure because other teams and other players got to see Love. We didn't personally get to see Love. Love may not have been all the way healthy, but I think that's more of a conditioning issue. That is a mindset about working your body out issue, not a can he still play issue. So mental health, whatever the case, you feel me? I Kevin Love, you cool, bro, but you gotta go. And Kobe Altman just put himself in a better position to get rid of you. And if he needs to sit you, it not affect whatever he got going on with building the team. What are realistic options for Kevin Love? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to take a contract that you don't want to take. So if you do that, you probably gonna have to give up a pick. You would want to a future pick because you want your future pick. Because I'm sorry, you want to give up a future pick because you're gonna have to re-sign your young guys that you got. So that future second, that future first round pick in like a year or two or three, it's not gonna really bother me. You know what I'm saying? So who is some big contracts that people trying to get rid of? I ain't gonna even lie to you. I only got one I want to talk about. I mean, there's probably some other ones out there. I think before I get to that, I think you could see a combination where if Dylan, if Windler is healthy, Love and Chetty being packaged up, that could probably be an option. But both of them would be a combined $40 million move. So you would have to take back a heavy contract. Can you get it in two players? It all depends. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta give up 2 players, get back 2 players. I mean, it just depends. But you can see them package that up with a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? And that first round pick, bring back maybe a potential star who want to be around the team. Because I ain't gonna even lie to you. You feel me? If you looking at the Cavs right now as a star in the league, you saying to yourself, "Damn, bro, they just put themselves in position. They a piece away." You know what I'm saying? Like right now, the Cavs are literally one star away from being like the next upcoming team. One centerpiece. Now, Mobley could be that centerpiece, and Okoro could be that centerpiece. Sexton, I think, is the centerpiece right now because of his style, how he played, his ability to just score at that size is undeniable. But can Sexton be the leading scorer on a championship team, or even a top seeded team, a top 4 team? You know what I'm saying? If he could do that, bro, he good. I think he can. I believe he will. You know what I'm saying? And I think, historically, Cleveland, Mark Price, man. I was looking at Mark Price highlights, man, and how Mark Price is the father of the pick and roll that we see around today. And I think about how we always used to have a small backcourt, a 6-footers, and then have big men, a bunch of tall trees. I think that's how Cleveland team, if we had any identity of when we were good, that would be it. You feel what I'm saying? Um, yeah, though. So, like I was saying, you could probably package Love, Chetty, and a future first, and probably try to have to go after a star. People try to weasel the Cavs out of deals, but I thought this was a great deal for the Cavs. So I think the center mentions that, you just not going to, get anything from us. Like, you're not just going to give us anything and we're going to give you something nice in return. You feel me? Trading Larry Nance and a second round pick for Lauri Markkanen is a great trade. Just period. You know what I'm saying? Very, very nice trade. You know what I'm saying? And he's here. What you got to understand is that when you pick up talent, you have to give them time to jail. So you need them under contract for multiple years. Sexton being, on the last year of his deal don't really hurt nothing because everybody else going to try to bring Sexton off the bench. All we need Sexton to do is prove that he could be the leading scorer on a winning team. You know what I'm saying? Championship is going to be a team effort. It's an organizational effort. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he could be a leading contributor in a positive way on a winning team, he going to get a contract, bro. $25 million a year ain't a bad contract for second. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. If he got a 5-year, $125 million deal, that's a great deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. All right. Garland come behind them, he might get the same deal. Okay, so what? You feel me? Okoro come behind him, he might get the same deal. Okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? By the time you get ready to have to pay Evan Mobley, you feel me? Allen gonna be on the last year of his deal. You gonna have your other two, Garland and Sexton, locked in. All right, Rubio, 7 million, 17 million gonna be off the books. Love, 10 million gonna be off the books. Even Chetty, Lev 30 million. Even Chetty 10 million gonna be off the books. Damian Dotson gonna be off the books. Like, so it's gonna be cap room, bro. I for once in the lifetime of the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm not stressed about if they got cap room or you know what I'm saying, if they if they talent match up. I'm looking at them at like how many pieces are they away from actually contending? Do they need a superstar piece? Do they need a potential superstar piece? Do they just need a nice contributor that don't need to start? You know what I'm saying? Can they get something for Kevin Love straight up? You know, if they do have to add a pick, can they add some second round picks instead of first round picks? Because you ideally want to give up your second round instead of your first round. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know how years play out. So the way, hold on. So the way I see it, you know what I mean? Um, the Cavs in a great position. Love Listen, I only want to see one trade, bro. This is what I was getting at. All right. This is what I only want to see one trade. I want to see Kevin Love get traded for Andrew Wiggins. Now, people probably gonna crucify me for this, okay? They gonna look at me and say, "What are you talking about? Woody, why?" I say, "Look at this, right? Golden State can still contend. Golden State got a good market. They don't really care about overpaying some players. Kevin Love can legitimately go over there and play the stretch five with Draymond Green playing the four. They can let Kuminga or Poole or Moses Moody or any one of them play the three. And guess what? Kevin Love actually gives them a chance because Kevin Love just got to be able to rebound, long outlet, you feel me, and stretch the floor. They going to shoot a lot of threes. He going to be able to get a lot of shots. All right, whatever Draymond provides you on defense, Kevin Love going to give you the opposite on offense. You know what I'm saying? You got James Wiseman down there that you can bring. You don't got to start him. You can just bring him off the bench. You feel me? You got Kuminga, Moody. You got, I don't think they still got Damian Lee, but you got Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying? You got Tuscan Anderson. So, I mean, I like that for them. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, they like Wiggins and all, but I think Wiggins' contract still got like 3 years left on it, right? That's cool for the Cavs. Because guess what? Andrew Wiggins. Now, the question really is how Andrew Wiggins gonna feel back coming to the Cavs. In all fairness, he's not coming back to the same organization that he once was at. At the same time, Andrew Wiggins ain't really earned himself to be a starter, but Andrew Wiggins still getting paid. All right. So Andrew Wiggins make probably about like $27, $28 million a year. If you gonna pay somebody that much money, at least get somebody that's gonna play. Andrew Wiggins got a little bit of an injury history, but I think Andrew Wiggins would be a nice addition to the Cavs playing off the bench. And then your 8-man rotation will have a backup of Ricky Rubio, Andrew Wiggins, Lauri Markkanen. I don't see nothing wrong with that. All right. Wiggins can play the 2 or 3. Lauri Markkanen can play the 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Rubio can play the point. You know what I'm saying? You still got Stevens. You still got Mufunga. You still got Wade. You know what I'm saying? You still got Windler, Chetty. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, I would be cool with that. You feel me? You probably have to get rid of Damian Dotson or something. You know what I'm saying? I think they should keep Jalen Hands. You know what I'm saying? But overall, huh? But overall, you know, I am a fan of this trade. I think it's consistent with what Kobe Altman's been building with this team. I feel like you got a small backcourt, right? Garland and Sexton. Them gonna be your guys, all right? So now you got trees down there, bruh. You got 7-footers that bring you a variety of skill sets that you can rotate. You got Mobley who gonna play like a 7-foot wing guard potentially. You know what I'm saying? And still play big man. You got Allen who gonna play like a nice big man who gonna board, block. You know what I'm saying? Potential defensive player of the year candidate. You know what I'm saying? For what his skill set bring and his age. You know what I'm saying? Lauri Markkanen ain't a defensive stalwart, but in the rotation of those two guys, being able to come in and play the center or the power forward, being a stretch guy who's going to be able to come in and play center or power forward and still not give up no height, that's going to be a problem for teams to have to game plan against, especially if Sexton's facilitating games, which I know it's going to, bro. He playing with Rubio, bro. Him and listen, you heard it from me first. The Cavaliers backcourt is probably going to be top 10 in assists, if not top 7 in assists next year. Garland, Sexton, and Rubio. bruh, that trio gonna average 20 assists a game by themselves. Just those three. All right. It's gonna get wild, bro. Like, it's gonna get wild. All right. In the NBA, you need to be able to average like 26 assists a game. All right. Mobley gonna be able to give you 5 a game, at least 4. All right. Markkanen gonna give you 2 or 3 a game. Allen gonna give you 2 or 3 a game. Okoro can get you 4 or 5 a game. As long as they share the ball, it's gonna be hard to beat them. You know what I'm saying? But I like Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins, bro. That's the move. All right. If you want to fuck around and trade Chetty and try to get Cam Reddish, so be it. But I just listen, if I can get rid of Love in a future, you know what I'm saying, whatever pick, 2025, 2026 pick, you can have that bitch. You can have that unprotected. You feel me? I don't even need it. You can have that unprotected. You know what I'm saying? Man, that'll be raw for the Cavs. But I like the direction the Cavs is going. I like the move for Kobe Altman. I like the move for all three teams. I think still leaves them flexibility. I don't think nobody necessarily got robbed. One could probably argue Portland got robbed on the outside, giving up uh, Derrick Jones and a first round pick for Larry Nance. But in all fairness, bro, Larry Nance, like I say, Damian Lillard gonna love Larry Nance, bro. He gonna love playing with him. So it's gonna be a lot of highlights. He gonna throw some oops. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to pick and pop with him. You know what I'm saying? Like him and C. Listen, it's gonna get nice. All right. But that's my podcast for the day. I just wanted to go over the Cavs moves, and McQuarrie and Lauri Markkanen getting rid of Larry Nance Jr. And just the status of the Cavs roster right now. What I think they'll do with Kevin Love and who I think they should pursue for the Kevin Love contract. So thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, follow, share. All right, you can catch us on Spotify, Radio Public, Breaker, um, and, and a couple other media outlets. All right, but thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Give me your feedback. Let me know what you like. DeeTrynt signing out. Game Changer Sports Talk in the Street Sports. Holla at your boy.